Hello, and welcome to a word of hope of the 16th week of Ordinary Time. We have a great gospel from St. Matthew today, a parable that you know well. It is the parable of Jesus likening the kingdom of heaven to a man who sowed good seed in his field. But then, during the night, an enemy went and sowed weeds in the same field. And as they started to grow together, both the wheat and the weeds, the servants ran to the master and said, "Master, shall we pull them up so that the weeds don't kill the wheat?" And the master said, "No, let them grow together until the harvest. We will separate them at the harvest." And that reminded me about how in our world, in our lives, it seems that wheat and weeds do grow together, don't they? You and I are both aware of good and bad, so often going side by side, seeming to be hand in hand. How we wish that it would just be good in our lives, and yet we are so aware of the evil. At the very same time, you and I are striving to live good and holy lives. It reminds me of a saying by St. Vincent de Paul: "Strive to live content in the midst of those things that cause your discontent." A very, very interesting saying that points to the reality of good and evil being together. Strive to live content in the midst of those things that cause your discontent. It also reminds me of some pretty strong words of Pope Francis. Never give up on being happy, he says. To be happy is not to have a sky without storms, a road without accidents, work without fatigue, relationships without disappointments. It is not a stroke of destiny, but a conquest for those who know how to travel within their own being. To be happy is to stop being a victim of problems and to become an actor in one's own history. Excellent words, and exactly what the Gospel of Matthew is teaching us today. May we learn how to continue living good and holy lives, even if we must walk beside evil. We have the grace of God to help us. God bless you.